Hey, I mean to be late. Well, late, you know. Can't really be late per se, but you know what I mean. Go. Hello. A new week means more Tsukihime. Ah! I'll take a drink after that one. Ugh. Hope everyone's weekend was good. It was good. Mine was a bit messy. Messy? I'm gonna say that. A bit all over the place. But we're good to go. So I feel like without wasting any more time, let's just get to it, you know? I forget where we ended up. I remember things that happened last time. I did actually look over last time, but I forget where we ended. So we'll find out, because I forgot. Ah, school? Hold on a minute. Oh. What feels like an eternity. The promised time has finally arrived. I don't think I've ever been so painfully aware of how long a class is. Every second felt more like 10. It'd be no exaggeration to say that it was torture. In the end, my patience won out. Waiting hasn't managed to wear me down, and I haven't been brought that low by my anemia either. I'll be hanging into battle in tip-top shape. We got our flu jab? Oh shit, really? I think. Oh yeah! Wait. I thought you meant you. But yeah, no, you're right. Right. The Alak sensei with the flu shot and all that. Oh yeah. And we're going to see. Yeah. It all come back to me now. It's all coming back to me.
いや、まずは購買部だ。昼休みなんだから昼食を持っていかないと門前払いもあり得るぞ。
Of correct. I just need to pick up something for myself. I also want something nice to surprise Senpai with. I'm a bit conflicted about our relationship turning into one where I'm always laying offerings at her feet. But I don't see any harm in going overboard just for today. Pump the brakes on my desire to rush straight for the tea ceremony room, and instead make a beeline for the school store with a fine air of tranquility. Exactly, Chiki. Chiki, you gotta relax, take it slow. Knock on the door of the tea ceremony room. Senpai normally comes out to greet me, but I guess that's not the case today.
Ah, Tono kun desu ne. Sumimasen. Ima chotto te ga hanasenakute. Enryo sezu haichatte kudasai.
Another heart symbol? What's going on here? She responds from within with a particularly lively voice. No idea what it is she's getting ready for. But I feel a brightness, a radiance I never felt before. I half expect the hallway to be flooded with the pure white light of heaven the instant I slide open the door.
すみません。それじゃあ失礼しますね、先輩。
Curious. She is very cheerful. I clear my phone and open the door. Step into a tea ceremony room, completely certain that it's going to be the greatest lunch break I've ever had.
カチャリ。
Click. It's like the door just locked itself. Did they install new automatic locks on the doors today? Took my head in confusion, I make my way into the room.
いらっしゃい、トーノくん。どうぞそこの座布団に座ってください。お茶も入ってますから。
Ciel, are you gonna talk about the pile bug? No? Okay. Okay. Ciel senpai gives me a warm welcome. The room contains a pair of teacups and floor cushions, along with a familiar instrument of torture that's been put on prominent display.
先輩、それは。
Why do you have the pile bunker with you?
ああ、どうぞ気にせずに。安心してください。それは善良な人には反応しませんから。悪い人にしか聞かないんですよ。
On worse than these evildoers, last I checked, you just click the fire button and it shoots. Well, it's not a gun, but,
例えば、約束を守らない嘘つきとか。
We may have encountered a troubling situation. Oh no. Her smile is so perfect and unwavering that it's actually terrifying. This is no reward at all. It's a meticulously prepared ambush!
それは結構ですけど、なんだってそんな物騒なものをわざわざここに。
Yeah, I don't, no, we don't need that here.
いいえ、ちょっと手入れをしていただけですよ。害はないのです。私的に今のところは。
Right now. Her words are practically oozing with ulterior motive. It beams up at me from the seat of the cushion. This is bad. This is worse than facing Flav. My life is forfeit if I don't hightail out of here in a second. Let's just start my back way.
まずは座りましょう、トーノくん。あ、もちろん正座で。
Yeah, of course.
ここ、お茶の間ですからね。
Yeah. On my knees, no slouching. She makes the first move and cuts me off. Her timing is impeccable.
ですよね。
Yeah.
座ります。
Don't mind if we do. I slowly lower myself onto the floor cushion. Keep my back as straight as possible. I miss the senpai who cheerfully told me that I could sit however I liked. I cower like a whipped dog. Oh, what if they were in my shoes? Comfortable with both senpai smile and this overwhelming weapon.
ところで、これのことですが。
Hey! She also picks up her weapon with a practiced motion, as though it were as commonplace in action as brewing a cup of tea. I tell a glance that this lump of steel is easily several times heavier than I am, but she didn't make so much as a sound as she hefted it.
本当は秘密なんですけど、遠野くんには一度見せていますから隠すこともありませんよね。
Yeah.
これは大昔に作られた特別な道具を対吸血鬼用にリスト化したものです。遠野くんには何に見えますか？
A pile bunker. I bite down painfully hard on my tongue to stop myself from saying that it looks like an absolute nightmare. Instead, I just say that it looks like a large gun. Obviously, I also sprinkling the adjective super cool, because I don't want to get hurt.
その通りです。これは私が持つ武器の中でも大きなもので、
Really?
ここから杭を打ち出して嘘つき。いえ、吸血鬼にお仕置きをする道具ですね。油圧式でしたが、それでは特殊環境下で故障する危険性が高いので、メイン動力は魔力による外部圧力に作り直しています。今まで3体もの大物を仕留めた私の自慢の一品なんですよ。
Punish lie? What do you mean by lie? Slip of the tongue doesn't just send a chill down my spine. It practically freezes it solid. However, it seems like my split-second decision has saved me from the gallows. She visibly brightened up a little bit when I complimented her gun. Got to double down, try to ride this out.
それはすごい。私のってことは先輩の手製なんでしょうか？このでっかいの。
You made it, right? Yeah, you must. Sounds amazing. You must have made the thing.
もちろんですとも。
Oh, you did! Wow!
もともとはある用途のために作られた装置だったのですが、それは祭壇のようなもので持ち運べないサイズでした。
I see.
なので、それらを部分部分に解体したものの一つがこの杭打ち機、断罪師の武装です。
Wow! I'm impressed.
わかりますか？断罪師。要は罪人。例えば、嘘つきとかを懲らしめる審判、裁きの一撃ですね。このセブンの弾丸を受けて立ち上がれると、いえ、使徒はいないでしょう。
You, me? Now, what? Now, why would you slip up and almost say me? I'm just curious. Says up proudly puffs her chest out. She's right. Even a vampire would die if this menacing palpable control was staked through her heart. The problem here is that right now, it seems like I'm the one in its crosshairs.
他にもいくつか種類がありますが、それらは今の遠野くんには関係がないので紹介はできません。誠に残念ですが諦めてください。
No, I get it. I understand completely.
そうですか。それはよかった。参考までに聞きますが、その銃、杭打ち機の他には
Yeah.
どんな無理難題があるんでしょう？
What amazing ways you have dealing with vampires using this thing.
そうですね。火炙り、引き潰し、切り刻み、毒まぶし、痛めつけ。
Oh
こういった
wow.
ところでしょうか。
Wow. That sounds great.
おや、不思議なことに、これらは吸血鬼に協力した罪人にも適用される刑罰でした。
I think the actions of me saying which I side with when Ark would ask me, I think this is what's gonna pay off. Surely this is where it pays off and I won't die.
それが何か？
I'm just curious. I'm toast. There's no doubt about it. She totally knows that I went out with Awkward last night.
ところでお茶をどうぞ。喉の渇きは会話の渇きですよ。
You have a point. I should also get some drink. You have a point.
きちんとしたお話をしてくれると思ったので、特別に渋いお茶を入れましたから。
Oh, bitter tea. Oh, thank you. Oh boy. Time to apologize as hard as I can. I can only pray that clemency for those who confess their sins is a principle shared by all mankind.
先輩、ですね。
So let me get this straight. Alright, listen. The promise was to fight vampires alone. And technically, 1, I didn't fight any vampires. 2, I wasn't alone.
はい。何でしょうか、遠野くん。
I assume that's not good enough, though.
昨夜の話なんですけど。
I'm assuming.
おお、昨夜のお話ですか。それは興味深い。成長しますので遠慮なくどうぞ。懺悔だと思って。
Yeah. Confession. Yeah, this is a confession stand. Yeah, you are correct.
すみません。俺は先輩との約束を破って、アルクエイドと吸血鬼を探しに行きました。
Yeah.
あいつとは2日前からそういう約束だったんです。
Oh, wait. The music. Oh, is this, what's the song called again? Fuck. This is, Shinsei. I love this song. I listen to this song when I go to sleep. It's so relaxing. I love Shinsei.
そうですか。成果はありましたか？
No.
ありませんでした。吸血鬼は慎重になってるみたいで、しばらくは膠着状態だろうって。
いや。
でしょうね。それに関しては私も同意見です。私と神祖がいる以上、下手に動くことはないでしょう。
Correct.
ま、それはいいとして。それで、あなたの感想は？吸血鬼と協力して得るものはありましたか？
Choose your words carefully here, from here on, Chiki.
感想ですか？
That's an unexpected question. I figured she'd be a bit more direct about laying into me for breaking my promise.
そうです。やっぱり怖かったとか、もう二度と関わりたくないとか、そういった感想です。
How do I put this? Unfortunately, no, that is not what happened. Unfortunately. That is not what happened.
だって遠野くんは言ったじゃないですか。武器があっても戦うのは怖いって。だからこれで懲りたりはしないんですか？
I wish Chiki would have learned his lesson, but he didn't.
それはありません。先輩の力になりたいのは変わらないし、吸血鬼のことを見なかったことにもできない。でも、ごめんなさい。先輩との約束を破ったことは反省しています。あの時点で、アルクエイドと2人で吸血鬼探しをしていることを先輩に告白すればよかったんです。
Good, good, Chiki. You're being honest. Good, Chiki. Good. I bowed my head deeply. Trying to keep my promise awkward, I trampled on Senpai's kindness. No, that's not it. Didn't want her to hate me, so I kept quiet about my promise to Awkward. Even though I knew that doing so meant being unfaithful to her.
告白ですか？それはそうですね。遠野くんははっきり私に秘密を打ち明けるべきでした。
I just wanted to help. That's
で
it.
すが、私が反省してほしいのはそこではありません。遠野くんはもっと自分の体を大事にしてください。あなたは普通の男の子なんです。私のような掃除屋とは違う。
Hello, mystic eyes of depth perception. I'm far from ordinary. Hello?
だから、遠野くんの身に万が一のことがあったら、私は自分が許せません。
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, okay, that sounds reasonable. I finally realized how stupid I've been. I got carried away by the fact that we defeated Love. The largest threat gone. I'd stopped paying attention to anything other than Senpai and Awkward. I underestimated just how dangerous vampires can be. Senpai's not angry because I broke my promise. She's reprimanding me because I put myself in danger.
シエル先輩、
Damn it. My mind is a complete jumble of heartfelt regret and gratitude. I can't even think straight. All I can manage to do right now is to directly at Senpai's face.
いろいろと言いたいことはありますが、そんな顔をされたら何も言えません。考えてみれば、一人で吸血鬼を探してはいけないなんて言った私にも落ち度はあったんですね。
Yeah, you specified alone, and well, then go alone.
確かにあなたは一人ではありませんでしたし、まあ、一緒にいた相手があまりにも問題でしたが。
ああ、いや、あれはトンチというか言い訳というかですね。
Just an excuse.
いいです。私も反省かつ学習しました。
Oh, really?
遠野くんがあれぐらいでおとなしくしている人じゃないってよーく覚えておきます。
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Though she's criticizing me, Senpai's tone is also playful. What a relief. This conversation isn't over yet, but she seems to have forgiven me at least a little for breaking my promise yesterday.
あ、でもあいつがいたって知ってるってことは、先輩はどこから見てたんですか？やっぱり俺たちと同じように街を探し回っていた時、隠れて見ていたとか。
Where were you watching us from?
そう、何のことか全くわかりません。私、昨夜はこの町を離れていたので何とも。
Sure.
ノエル先生がたまたま見かけたとかで。
That's a lie. Even you know that's a lie. I don't, but I mean, okay, Shiki don't, but I do, and you do.
ノエル先生が
She's not here though.
今日は休んでますけど、昨夜は元気だったんですか？
はい。
It seems she didn't know that Noel Sensei is absent today. Spending a couple of seconds lost in thought, Senpai changed the topic as though nothing had happened. Did CL just forget about the whole Mario now controls Noel, and therefore he would probably take her off the field? Did she just forget about that part? I think she did.
ノエル先生のサボり癖は後で追求するとして。
Truancy, I wouldn't call him that.
今はあなたのことです。当の指揮官。
We'll talk about me. Talk about me? What did I do?
私にも落ち度があったので約束を破ったことは水に流しますが、問題はより大きくなったことを理解していますか？
Yes.
問題って何ですか？
But what do you mean by problem? I don't quite understand.
アルクエイドのことです。
Okay, I get that part.
あなたは彼女のあり方を誤認しています。彼女が血を吸わないから人間の味方だ。なんて考えていませんか？
Ah, that part. A certain question renders me speechless. Not because of how sudden it was, but because it's the same question I've been doing my best to avoid thinking about these past few days.
そこまで単純に考えてはいないけど。でも、あいつはこの町に救っていた吸血鬼の敵だ。俺たちと目的は同じなんだから、協力したって。
Yes, and because you killed her and want to repent. But, you know, aside from that.
やはり根本から間違えているようですね。
Oh.
いいでしょう。部外者である遠野くんに説明することは避けていましたが、今回は特例です。
Oh, who?
あなたがこの先も吸血鬼に関わるというのなら、彼女と彼女の敵、ロアについてお話しします。
Oh, well? The atmosphere changes. Somebody's staring straight at me with a serious expression on her face. I guess she's given up on trying to stop him from getting more involved. No objections here. I wanted to tell me more about Aqua than the other vampires anyway. So if that's what she's about to do, fine by me.
世界に数多くいる吸血種の中でも霊長類ホモ・サピエンスの血液を糧とする異物を私たち聖堂教会は吸血鬼と呼称しています。
Could just call them people or humans, but
吸血鬼は大きく神祖と使徒とに分類され
yes,
アルクエド・ブリュンスタットは神祖であり
yes,
この町に救っているローは使徒となります。
yes.
上級の人たちは皆特殊な異能を持っていますがロアはその中でも異端扱いされている特例でした。
He's a freak.
特例。あのブローブみたいなやつなんですか。
Now Vlav's a true ancestor, Shiki. Come on.
ソとかいう吸血鬼の頂点みたいな。
そうですね。行ってきた最悪量で認定するのならロアは使徒海底における9位27祖に匹敵します。
Yes.
事実教会は彼を28人目の祖として捉えています。他の祖たちは彼を同意と認めてはいませんが
So Vlav's a bit of an anomaly, huh? One of the ancestors, a kingdom of vampires. What caused a catastrophe in the city just by showing up? You're telling me that this guy's been lurking here for decades? But then...
ロアってやつはそんなに強いんですか。グローブと同じくらいなら俺たちとっくに死んでいると思うんですけど。
Technically, yeah.
ロア本人はそこまで強力な個体ではありません。ですが対処するという意味で言えばグローブよりはるかに厄介な相手なんです。
This bitch keeps coming back.
何しろ死んでも生き返ってしまうんですから。
He's hitting the button, another one.
先輩、吸血鬼は不死身なんだから死んでも生き返ってくるのは当たり前なんじゃないかな。
No.
不老不死と蘇生はまた別の話ですよ。確かに吸血鬼は致死の傷を負っても血液がある限り復元しますが血液が底をついた状態であれば消滅します。消滅した後も霊族使徒たちが主の肉体を修復し力ある血液を注ぎ込めば復元はするでしょうが完全に消滅した後一人でに蘇生する吸血鬼はいない、けれどロアはそれすら克服してしまった吸血鬼なんです。
Yep.
遠野くんは輪廻転生という言葉をご存知ですか。仏教用語ですから日本の方には馴染みはあると思うんですけど。
Samsara, yeah. Even I know about it, actually. Samsara. How come mention this was one of his defining traits, too?
はい、ありますけど死んでも次の人間として生まれ変わるっていうやつでしょ。
Correct.
ロアの特性はまさにそれです。彼は輪廻転生を魔術として成功させた。死んでも生き返る殺しても殺せないとはそういう意味なんです。
Except by one specific person. Or two, technically. And if he's killed, he cannot be slain. In other words, if we grant ourselves some temporary relief by killing the vampire we're up against right now, just be born again as another human in the next generation. It's not like he's deathless and that his life never ends so much as that his existence never does. I'm not sure exactly how versatile reincarnation is, but it sure seems that the only logical way to guarantee you eradicate Roll for good would be to eradicate all mankind.
もっとも転生には制限があります。
Restrictions?
基本ロアは存命している間に次の自分をあらかじめ決めておきます。これと定めた血筋の胎児にこれまでの自分の全情報を移植するんです。
Right.
ロアの情報はその胎児が成人ないし自己としての知性を持つまで影を潜めています。
Yeah, it's either like the age of 18 or it's whenever the host is like intelligent enough, or like smart enough or whatever, or conscious enough, I guess. Pretty sure.
そして転生体が自分を引き継ぐにふさわしい知性を持った段階でロアという吸血鬼になってしまうんです。
It's unavoidable.
ちょっと待って先輩。 移植ってつまり赤ん坊が母親のお腹の中にいるときに手術みたいなことをするんですか？
No.
基本的にはそうです。
うん。
移植は転生先の肉体が胎児の時に行われます。それは医学的な工程ではなく、自然のサイクルに近い工程です。
Okay.
先ほど全情報と言いましたが、要は魂という名の電波と思ってください。電波を発信するのも受信するのも
Yes.
人間の脳。
That makes sense to me.
ロアはその肉体が死滅した際、魂を拡散させて次の肉体に転移します。転生先が決まっていればその肉体に、
Yes.
決まっていなければ一定条件を満たした胎児にランダムに。
Correct.
ロアの優れたところは、魂なんていう計測不能の形而上のものを定義し、伝達可能なものとして加工したことでしょう。
Mm. This is a real. We get basically a real lesson of all of Roa's resurrection. I know all this obviously because we already went through this in arc round, but it's nice to get a little like a second rundown just in case. For those who don't know, it's a lot to take in all at once, but I think I get the gist of it. When Roa's physical body dies, he reincarnates into a baby and remains dormant until his new host reaches adulthood.
先輩の話を鵜呑みにすると、そいつは本当に死なないじゃないか。不死身じゃないけど、それ以上に立ちが悪い。
That's what makes him the special case, Chiki. Come on now.
殺しても違う人間として生まれてくるなら、そいつは人間がいる限り永遠だ。不老不死ですらない。
Yeah.
ええ、その通りですね。ロアが使徒になったのは今から800年ほど前。それから現代まで転生した回数は16回。そのことごとくをアルクエイド・ブリュンスタットは殺害しています。
Yes.
アルクエイドが？
はい。彼女にとってロアは特別な吸血鬼ですから。
Yeah, we read your books, you know.
特別な吸血鬼なんですけど。
We read that book about your past, and it was very interesting. Well, I say I read a book, more so, we got a little story about.
神祖は使徒に関心を持たないものですが、アルクエイドは神祖の中で唯一吸血鬼を殺す神祖でした。彼女は今まで多くの吸血鬼を殺してきましたが、その中でも特に就寝していたのがロアです。
Roa, yeah. Am I hearing that Aqua is a vampire goes around killing other vampires? Case in point, she helped us fight Love. I'm pursuing Roa in the same manner, but it feels like the circumstances surrounding it just got a bit more complicated.
そうだ。ブローブとロアは違う。ロアってやつは死んでもまた生まれてくるんですよね。
Correct.
なら何回殺しても意味がない。あいつそれを知ってて今回も追ってきたんでしょうか。
It's not so much about that, Cheeky, it's so much just lessening the damage. Him coming back is annoying, but it's about just lessening the damage he does every time.
ええ、彼女にはそれしか手段がありませんから。
Yep, that's all she can do, so she just lessens the damage he causes.
そしてロアは吸血鬼として覚醒し、行動を起こした時点で彼女に殺され、その度に転生し、また彼女に殺される。
Yep.
そんな繰り返しをもうずっとしてきたんです。
Well, about 800 years since you just mentioned that. Someone bites her lip and looks down at the floor. The expression was pensive. Still, a vampire that reincarnates if you kill them. Huh? Flav was a vampire whose mere presence wrought havoc on human society. But Roa seems to get a different breed. But it's more of a slow, creeping dread. That apostle like Flav is akin to a natural disaster that befalls civilization. That apostle like Flav is more like a disease festering below the surface of human society.
厄介ですね。先輩、そのロアって人はどんなやつだったんですか？
Did she even tell him?
おや、ロアの説明はこれで終わりにするつもりでしたが、彼に興味があるんですか？
Well, he is an interesting fellow. He is.
いや、なんとなく。 そんな回りくどい不老不死を実現した吸血鬼はどんなやつだったのかなって。
Because I'm pretty sure it's the only solution.
そうでしたか。ではもう少しだけ。
Oh.
始まりのロアは男性ですが、その性別は転生先の肉体によって変化します。
Yeah, that makes sense.
この人の厄介なところは、その発見が極めて困難という点ですね。何しろ人の子として生まれてきてきちんとした両親がいるんです。
Yes.
ロアが吸血鬼として肉体と意識を変貌させるのは、肉体が満足に活動できる年からになります。
Yes.
ですのでロアの転生体は成長するまで吸血鬼としての片鱗を全く見せません。そのくせ一度ロアとして目覚めたら、今まで培った人間関係を利用して完全に社会に溶け込むんです。
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right to me.
教会がロアに気づいた時にはもう手遅れのケースがほとんどでした。ロアが育った町は死の都と化し、その絶頂期にアルクエイドによって終わらされています。
Wish we could stop it quicker. That's the thing, right? Stop it faster. It's a pretty roundabout explanation, but it makes sense. He grows up as a human child and gives him a perfect cover to keep sucking blood and expanding his influence without anyone catching on. There's one thing I want to clear up, though. Who's matures and weakens as Roa? What happens to the human part of them that had been in control up until that point? Does everyone just forget about that personality? Like it's something that was created only so that it could disappear?
忘れ去られるということはありません。
It's not.
だってその代のロアの人格と記憶は、それまで生まれ育った転生先の人間そのものなんですから。
Yes.
例えば A という人物がロアの転生先だとしましょう。
Person A, my favorite person.
A が成人に達して吸血鬼になった時、覚醒したロアの魂が A になるのではないんです。
Yeah, his soul doesn't replace it. That grows it.
A という人物がロアという魂に汚染されるだけなんですよ。ある日突然、何の前触れもなく趣味や思考が変わるのだと思ってください。
Which can happen. Can happen. Not the raw thing, but just your interests and preferences change. That can happen. It's happened to me,
二重
actually.
人格のようなものじゃないんですね。
Yes, this is different.
ええ、元からの肉体が持っていた魂にロアの魂がプリントされる。転生体とロアは一心同体なんです。
You're...
転生先がどのような善人であれ、ロアが覚醒すればそれは吸血鬼という悪になる。死とはその生存手段そのものが人間にとって悪ですから。
Very sad, but
そ
yeah.
の折転生先の人格も肉体も変貌します。ロアという膨大な情報と価値観に切り替わるんです。
Yep.
肉体も吸血鬼になるんですか？
Yeah.
ちゃんと人間として生まれたのに。
Mm-hmm.
転生するのは人格ではなく魂ですから。
His soul.
汚染されたロアの魂は覚醒した段階で転生先の肉体を徐々に吸血鬼化させる。何代も蓄え続けた情報を生かすにふさわしい怪物の肉体に。
Yeah.
ですが
Oh.
ですが、
However. Hold on. Alright.
それだけでは万全とは言えません。転生は完成された不老不死のシステムですが、立ち上がりに不安材料が多すぎる。
Yeah. I mean that makes sense, right?
それを補うため、ロアは転生先の条件を絞ります。
Precision and power, or powerful talents.
まず、生まれてくる家が富豪であること。社会的地位も高く、財産も豊かな家の子供として生まれれば、
Yeah.
町すべてを吸血鬼化させるのに便利ですから。
So every reincarnation has to choose between spreading quickly or overwhelming power.
それともう一つが、 転生先の肉体が強靭であること。
Yeah.
こちらは絶対条件ではなく、都合が合えばというレベルですね。人間の中にも特別な力を持って生まれてくる子供はいます。
Correct.
魔術と呼ばれる学べば習得できる神秘ではなく、生まれつき肉体が持ってしまう得意能力。一般に超能力者や鬼子とされる人種のことです。
Yeah.
得意能力というのは遺伝するケースが多いですから、ロアは自分の新しい肉体にそういった人間ではないものの家系を選ぶこともあったと言います。
Which makes sense, right? Once bring some more unique power to a table instead of just being rich. Somebody dispassionately rattles off Roa's requirements. An affluent and influential family that consistently bears children endowed with special powers. For some reason, I don't like listening to her talk about this. It's not that it doesn't concern me. That isn't interesting. It's just thinking about those so-called requirements makes me feel sick.
ロアの話はここまででいいでしょう。言うまでもなくロアは私の敵であり、この町に住む人々にとっての脅威です。そして脅威というのなら、それはロアだけではありません。アルクエイド・ブリュンスタット。彼女こそロアを上回る災害にして元凶。この町を吸血鬼の住処にまで貶めたのは、他ならぬあの化け物です。
Because she came here, vampires came after her to try to take her down.
No.
Losing interest, but that single sentence snaps me right back to attention. It's like a word sparked a fire in my head. Someone just said Aqua is the one to blame for all this? Does she seriously have the nerve to call her a monster?
何言ってるんだ先輩。あいつは俺を助けてくれて、町のために戦ってくれたんだぞ。元凶だなんてそんなこと。
She has her reasons.
だから、それが間違っているんです。彼女はこの町の安全なんて、ましてや人間の命なんて考えてすらいない。彼女は個人的な理由でロアを追っているに過ぎませんから。
Yeah.
遠野くん、使徒だって元は人間なんです。彼らが吸血鬼になる方法は2つあります。魔導を極めて、自らの肉体を永久期間に変革させるか。
Motion machine? Motion
神
machine?
祖という、初めから吸血種として生まれたものに血を吸われるか。
So you transform into a vampire yourself, or we suck?
ロアは後者。神祖に血を吸われて使徒になりました。ロアという吸血鬼ですら、神祖という超越種の犠牲者に過ぎない。
Man, somebody's staring right at me. She didn't even flinch when I was jumped out of my chair. It's clear from the cold look in her eyes what she's about to say.
アルクエイドがロアの血を吸ったって言いたいんですか。
Correct.
憶測ではなく事実です。彼女は800年前に一度だけ過ちを犯した。神祖の王族でありながら人間の司祭だったロアの還元に乗り、杯に汲まれたロアの血を飲んでしまった。
Wait, if she drank the blood from a chalice, how did he transform?
神祖は私たちとは大きくかけ離れた存在です。使徒は確かに絶大な能力を持っていますが、それらは所詮人間の延長でしかありません。長い寿命を得たからこそ自己の能力を向上させ、結果としてあのような超能力を持つに至りました。
Yeah, that makes sense.
極論ですが、ただの人間であっても長い寿命さえあれば、誰だって吸血鬼程度の能力は習得できる。
That makes sense, too. Yeah. I remember reading something like that in a book recently. Undying bodies and immortality aside, vampires apparently aren't all they're cracked up to be.
ですが神祖は違います。彼らは現れた時から人知の及ばない力を保有している。
Yeah.
神祖とは精霊そのもの。地上で起きるあらゆる自然現象の化身。この星の分身と言ってもいい。
The alter ego? Oh, alter ego? No way!
私たち人間は自然との共存から独立、自立することで繁栄してきました。星の恩恵を受けながらも資源を略奪し、星が滅びようと私たちは滅びない未来を手に入れた。
Yeah, that's true.
人間だけがこの現在に行き着いた。人間が地球上で最も優れた種として確立したのはこの一点があったからです。
Nope. Take a little break. Ad came up. Take a little break. Holy, so many words. Super interesting, though. I don't know. This is somewhat reminiscent of the Arcade whiteboard section, but this is just more interesting. Which is weird to say. But this is just more interesting to listen to. I guess because it's about, like, Roa and Ark. That's more interesting than just basic vampire knowledge, I suppose. Because listening about Ark just explain what vampires are and stuff, it's not really all that interesting. It's like, yeah, we get it. We know what vampires are. Different tiers? Yeah, okay, we get how this makes sense. And all this functions, we get it. Alright. Back on the train we go.
けれど、星にしてみればそれは悪です。
Sounds about right.
世界であれ一つの生命、一つの概念です。ですから、自身を人間から守ろうという意志が働きます。
What on earth is Senpai talking about? There's no way that nature could possess some sort of will. If it did, there's no way it could act in self-defense, much less harbor animosity for the pests that have contaminated it. No. Also, what the fuck? It has one. That much is certain. It is simply a class of life so different from your own, and so unfathomably vast that you cannot even perceive it. Behold reality. Behold nature's emotions in all their actuality. Behold these colors your feeble mind can scarcely endure. The rage and pain of this coursing life is simply something you humans are yet to be aware of. The momentary horror that assailed me has passed. I take solace in a worldview more in harmony with human perception. Does the planet harbor enmity toward the life forms that live on its surface? That's impossible. Or is it? Perhaps we are simply incapable of sensing it. Nature, the world has a will. It's precisely because it does that it continues to keep us alive and protect us from harm. The problem isn't that we can't sense it. It's that nature has endorsed humanity's view of what constitutes beauty.
惑星、自然現象が自らの触覚として独立させた存在。それが一般に妖精、精霊と呼ばれる者たちです。
Fairies? Not FGO fairies, oh no.
神祖というのはその一種族なんです。元から人間を諌める役割として生まれた彼らは人間を悪としか思っていない。私たちが人間を捕食する吸血鬼を悪と思うように、神祖にとって自然を食い物にする人間は悪なんです。
So to fight against nature. If that were true, it would be utterly laughable. Why then would they be handicapped by design? Unable to exist without feeding off of those wicked humans?
わかりますか？神祖にとって人間は敵に過ぎません。もともと自然の一部。いえ、この星そのものとリンクしている彼らの能力は それこそ再現というものがないんです。教会の歴史の中でも神祖と戦った記録は数えるほどしかありません。彼らは世界そのものから力を引き上げる。彼らを倒すということは世界を倒すほどの概念武装が必要になります。
That sounds about right.
もちろんそんな武装はありません。
Yeah, that don't exist.
ですから彼らには外的要因による死を与えることができない。
Except
さらにはこんな碑文も残されています。
as back to the previous point, except the mystic eyes of depth perception.
神祖を撃つのであれば万全のまま撃ってはならない。
Well, yeah, no, that's a given.
死に瀕した神祖のみ葬るべしと。
Well, yeah.
奇襲ぐらいでしか殺せない怪物だというのに不意打ちを禁じているとかわけがわかりません。
I guess because they're a natural part of the planet, you're ordered to not kill them, right? If they're part of natural order, despite us being able to kill them, we shouldn't. At night. That's what she said in the hotel room. If she and I had met at night, instead of during the day, even my eyes wouldn't be able to see her death. In other words, it's absolutely impossible for her to die. She's the polar opposite of the man who sought reincarnation because death was his fate.
いいですか、遠野くん。アルクエド・ブリュンスタッドがロアを追っているのはロアに与えてしまった自分の力を取り戻すためなんです。それは決して人間のためではありません。なぜ彼女が弱っているのかは分かりませんが、もし力が戻れば遠野くんの手を借りる必要なんてなくなります。
I know why she's weak. Also, this makes me realize Mario didn't tell Ciel about the fact that he's already dead either.
その時、彼女が遠野くんを無事に返すと思いますか？
Which is so weird. Why isn't Mario telling them that Roa's already dead? Somebody's truly serious about this. She's truly concerned for my life. She truly despises Aquid, sees her as a blood-sucking monster. Sorry, Senpai, but I can't do the same. You know I'm a psychopath. She hated me for who I am with a smile on her face, just as you did. Well, then her tricks have worked on you. Well, then, Shiki, all I can tell you is that her trick worked. It worked on you then, clearly.
あいつが俺をどうにかするなんてそんな理由ないんだから。
彼女は吸血鬼です。それも使徒のように自身が生き延びるために血を必要とする吸血種ではありません。いいですか、遠野くん。神祖たちが人間から血を吸わなければそもそも使徒なんていう吸血鬼は生まれなかった。
Yeah.
彼らは人間の血なんか吸わなくても生きていけるくせに、ただ吸いたいという吸血衝動だけで人間の血を吸って人間を人間以外の怪物にしてしまうんです。そんなもののそばに一般人であるあなたを歩かせるわけにはいきません。
And I agree with you. I do, but Shiki just don't want to listen. With that, Senpai's lecture is over. I can't help but feel like the person in front of me right now is a total stranger. Must be due to the recurring headaches I've been having today or something.
長くなりましたが、私からの話は以上です。
Shiki, don't think these things. Come on now.
これで彼女がどれほど危険な存在なのか理解してもらえましたか？
はい。額面通りにはなんとか。
God damn it, Shiki.
よかった。じゃあもう彼女には近づかないでくださいね。協力なんてもってのほかですから。
You know he's going out tonight, right? I just can't bring myself to agree with her. I mean, Senpai doesn't know anything about Awkward. She's only saying all this because she has no idea that Awkward's actually a good person.
遠野くん。
嫌です。あいつとの約束は破れない。
Chiki, this isn't her route! Leave her alone! Go away from her!
だって、アルクエイドはいいやつだし、俺を殺そうとするとか、そんなこと絶対に。
ですから、その彼女自身が危険なんです。いい加減目を覚ましてください。彼女は人間じゃない。いつ気まぐれから人間の血を吸うかわからない人以上の化け物なんですよ。
He can't! He's fucking blinded! How to tell you? I get it. Get that senpai is really worried for my sake. Even so, I can't let that insult slide.
やめてくれ、先輩。あいつと話してもいないくせに、そんなこと言わないでくれ。
それは確かにそうですけど、だけど彼女は吸血鬼なんです。それだけはちゃんと理解してください。
だからそれは違うんだって。いいか先輩、アルクエイドは血を吸わないんだ。あいつは自分でそう言ったし、それに嘘があったとは俺には思えない。他の真相がどうかは知らないけど、アルクエイドは別だ。
This is what it really is like to be truly blind, huh?
あいつだけはきっと。
きっと何だって言うんです。
Yeah?
たとえ彼女が危険ではないとしても、遠野くんが戦うこと自体が危険じゃないですか。
This is true. This you can't disagree with.
あなたは彼女とは違う。傷つけば死んでしまう普通の人間です。私が許せないのは、それが分かっていながら遠野くんを戦わせていることです。
She relies so much on his eyes, you wouldn't even fucking begin to believe it if I told you.
アルクエイドはあなたが死んでもいいと思っている。そんなの遠野くんを道具としか見ていないってことじゃないですか。
Senpai's output isn't directed at me so much as Awkward, who isn't even in the room with us right now. Sparks go off inside my head. I'm well aware that Senpai's right. Logically, it's clear that I'm the one acting crazy here. But that's exactly why I find her voice so grating right now.
うるさい。
遠野くん。
Cheeky, don't say something you'll regret now.
先輩はうるさい。アルクエイドは俺を道具扱いなんかしていない。知らないのに。アルクエイドのことを知らないくせに勝手なことは言わないでください。
Cheeky, don't say something you'll regret now.
あいつが守ってくれなかったら俺たちはとっくに死んでたんですよ。少しは感謝するのが筋ってもんでしょ。
I leap to my feet and yell at Senpai.
感謝？それこそありえません。あんな化け物に感謝してどうするんですか。そもそも元凶は彼女です。あれぐらい当然の義務でしょ。ああ、そういうことですか。なるほど、納得しました。どうしてアルクエイドが町を守ったのか。あれはあなたを騙すための布石だったんですね。ああやって人間らしいふりをすれば、遠野くんがコロッと騙されるから。
Correct! And it worked! Don't give a damn whether she was being serious or just trying to rile me up. It's clear that Senpai thinks I'm a fool for trusting Awkward either way. Awkward herself is nothing more than a vampire to be defeated.
俺は騙されてなんかない。だいたいあいつが嘘なんかつけるもんか。先輩みたいに器用じゃないんだから。
Cheeky, don't say something you'll regret now.
俺はあいつを信じます。っていうか、あれが嘘でも喜んで騙されてやる。
And there it is.
あのですね、自分が何を言っているのか理解していますか？社会を守る私たちより自由気ままに動いては街を混乱に陥れるあの旗迷惑な真相を信じるって言ったんですよ。
And now you're saying something you'll regret.
さすがにそれは聞き逃せません。っていうか、私をバカにしてるんですか？
バカにしてるんじゃなくて、アルクエイドを信じるって言ってるだけでしょ。
You need to stop doing that.
先輩こそどうして分かってくれないんですか。あいつと協力すれば町はすぐに元通りになるじゃないですか。
彼女と協力するのなんて死んでもお断りです。月を重しにして眠った方がまだマシですから。
Huh. That metaphor feels a little familiar for some reason.
そうですか。死んだ方がマシって話ですか。じゃあ俺も言わせてもらいます。アルクエイドを目の敵にする先輩はなんか全然先輩らしくありません。ブローブの方がマシってレベルで不愉快です。
This really doesn't. Okay, Shiki, hold on, Shiki. I think you need to think a little bit. Take a deep breath, think, and please be rational for once. You know, use that brain of yours that's fried with death. You've bone fried it with death. How about you start thinking a little bit first?
ああ、そうですか。私も同じぐらい不愉快です。
Okay, well, your insult was much better.
そんなに言うならアルクエイドに騙されていいように使われたらどうですか。そんな人を心配するのもバカらしいですから、私。
まあ余計なお世話だよ。今日から大手を振ってあいつとパトロールできてせいせいする。アルクエイドの方が先輩より頼りになるし、強いし、いちいち小言も言わないし。
もういいです。出て行ってください。遠野くんなんか絶好です。こちらもせいせいします。遠野くんなんて頼りにならないし、弱いし、放っておけないことばっかりするし、二度と話しかけたり様子を見に行ったり助けたりしませんから、そのつもりで。
それはよかった。じゃあ勝手にします。失礼しました。
Chiki, what the fuck have you done? Do you not realize just what you did? I angrily shout back at Senpai and storm out of the tea ceremony room. Still fuming, I square my shoulders and march down the hall back to my classroom.
なんだよ、子供扱いして。先輩だって頑固じゃないか。アルクエイドを嫌うばっかりで、俺の話を全然。
No. It wasn't that she didn't listen to what I had to say. She listened to me patiently. It just flew off the handle when she started talking about Awkward. Or I just flew off the handle.
でも分からず屋なのは変わらないし。俺から謝ったりしないからな、もう。
Chiki. Come on. My anger's starting to die down. Once we stoke its flames again, I rushed down the corridor. Stop running, I probably am going back to the tea ceremony and apologizing. My actions aside, Awkward did nothing wrong. That's why. No matter how much it may weigh on my heart, I can't return to the tea ceremony room.
おや、昼休みも終わろって時にえらくしけた顔で戻ってきたな。ははん、購買部の袋を持ってるってことはろくなもん残ってなかったな。
This guy ditched school early because he didn't want to get vaccinated, and now here he is acting like it never happened. When he mentions it, I am still holding the lunch I planned on eating with Senpai. So 10 minutes left for our next class. Not really in any condition to eat physically or emotionally.
アリヒコ、お前、腹の様子は？
まあ8分目ぐらいかね。何くれんの？
Yeah.
ああ、食べてくれ。ちょっと今は入りそうにない。
And the bag over to Arihiko.
そういうことなら喜んで。お、カレーパン多めだな。というかカレーパンしかないな。あとは牛乳だな。趣味どうかしているな。
Yeah, we'll be the strange guy today. Arihiko wastes no time getting stuck into the curry buns. Fifth period is starting soon, but at this pace, he'll manage to polish them all off before it does. Now suddenly the end of lunch break rings. The crushing weight of self-loathing heavy on my shoulders. I lie my face flat on the desk and wait for 5th period to start. Class is over for the day, but I'm still in a bit of a somber mood. No one left in the classroom. After-school club activities have been suspended because of the serial killings. Most all of the students are already gone home. Even the school building is silent as the grave. It doesn't look like Senpai's coming to pay me a visit. I guess she meant it when she said she were through.
いや、別に気にしてないし。
Be real, Shiki.
単に休んでいただけだし。もうさっさと帰るからな。
We're allowed to the empty classroom.
メール
So I leave the classroom to head home. I hear my phone vibrate. I reach into my bag and pull it out. Surprisingly, the text seems to be from Noel-sensei. Its contents are brief. You free? That's what I want to show you. So can you come over? Oh, and no telling CL-san, okay? An address and a map are attached to the message. Yes, well, go check it out. I don't know what she wants, but this could be a good way to take my mind off things. Went straight back to the mansion, I just started wallowing and getting even more depressed. Okay. There's an abandoned factory on the outskirts of town. It was done a few years ago because the company that owned it went bankrupt. Look for what used to be the administrative building. Text said she'd meet me on the 4th floor.
ここでいいんだよな。
I'm standing in front of a fire escape. This seems like an incredibly dangerous meeting spot, but I've definitely got the right address. This place has me on edge. Probably stupid to leave after coming all this way. I'll have a quick peek upstairs. If Noel Sensei isn't there, I'll just turn around and go home. I climb the rusty stairs, trying to make as little noise as possible. In pretty rough shape. It's like the whole building has just been left here to rot.
これ崩れないだろうな。
I cautiously ascend the stairs. As I do, I definitely just heard something. I don't think it was the wind either.
今の足音。上からだな。
The higher I climb, the louder I get. For long, I've reached the 4th floor. A closed iron door stands in front of me. Try the doorknob, it turns smoothly. It's not locked. It sounds like the noise is coming from in here. Hello? I open the door and peer inside the room. It's dark. The room is completely shut off from the outside. Since the place is abandoned, the power to the lights is out too. It's sad. Over on the other side of the room, there's something flashing intermittently.
ノエル先生。
Call out to her before going inside.
来てくれたのね、四季くん。ごめんなさい、迎えに行けなくて。とにかく入って入って。
Noel Sensei? I heard Noel Sensei's voice. It seems like this is definitely the right place. As soon as I take my hand off the door, it swings shut under its own weight. I squint as I peer into the darkness. Before I can even ask myself what's going on here, my hand instinctively reaches over to pinch my nose. This odor is repulsive, but familiar. I can feel the floor squelch under my feet. I slip my knife into the cuff of my sleeve so that I can draw it at a moment's notice. I continue to advance toward the other side of the room. There. There's just a pair of vampires. Each been tied to the chairs and had gags stuffed in their mouths. body's twitching and convulsing uncontrollably. Ah. The source of the stench that clogs my nostrils. The rattling noise I'd heard earlier is her heels pounding against the floor as I desperately try to escape from the pain. My feet are slowly being scorched, presumably by the light that surrounds each of these chairs. The pain of being roasted alive must be agonizing, as the edges of their gags are so forkful with spit that it's dripped down and soaked their chins. So how long have they had their feet through the coals like this? They've been screaming for so long that the veins on their necks are bulging, muscles so tense that you can see the outlines of their bones. The writhing bodies are drenched head to toe in blood. It's clear at a glance it's because they've been thrashing about trying to break free of their restraints. In addition to the injuries from all the different tools they've been mutilated with. That's a nice sprite, but what the fuck are you doing, Noel? Blood and scraps of flesh are smeared all across the walls and floor. This room feels just like being back in that passageway down the catacombs beneath the department store. Right in the center of it all is a woman looking down at the two bound men with a wide smile on her face. Noel-sensei. I'm so disturbed that I can't even ask her what the hell is going on here. Instead, I just stare at the woman in front of me, a question clear across my face. 四季君には何度も助けられたし、いい機会だから私たちのお仕事を見せてあげようと思って。Oh, that's what this is. それにほら、この子たちのこと覚えてる？ Faces ring any bells? I remember them all right. Recognized them as soon as I laid my eyes on them. The two men sitting on the chairs, the same ones who dumped me into the catacombs. そういうこと。私だけで始末してもいいんだけど、あなたもこいつらには貸しがあるでしょ？だから仕返しさせてあげようと思って。Revenge? Well, I don't think Chiki's worried about getting revenge. はーい、お待ちかねの懺悔タイムよ、君たち。もう誰もやってこないし、防音は完璧だし。無粋なおしゃぶりは取っちゃいましょうね。I can't wait to hear this blood curling screaming. Okay, here we go. She ungags one of the vampires. You'd never imagine that the gurgling sound issuing from its lips was breathing. It was more like a broken pump attempting to spit out some water trapped inside it. It coughs violently, smelling the foamy mixture of blood and saliva that had collected in its mouth. It raised its head and stares at the woman. The look of bloodlust and hatred in its eyes was nowhere to be found. It's been hours since it last held any such hope that it might be able to fight back. 嫌なんです。死にたくない。死にたくない。せっかく不死身になったのに、こんなところで死にたくない。もうやめてください。許してください。助けてください。こんなのってないです。いくらなんでもあんまりです。俺たちだって被害者なんです。Right now, it's helplessly weak. It's weak. It's so frail that even the slightest push would send it to its grave. It's begging for help with all its might, desperately clinging to life. By nature, human beings feel compassion toward any being weaker than themselves. They possess the intelligence to judge people not for their past deeds, for who they are in the present. Take how criminals are handled, for example. No matter how heinous their crimes, once they have been captured and rendered powerless, they are granted forgiveness and a chance to make up for their past mistakes. Those who have suffered at the hands of the criminal in question have the right to choose whether to denounce this compassion as simple naivety, or to quietly uphold it as an exclusively human example of benevolence. Woman is merciless. She listened patiently as the weak creature begged for its life. Only when it was finished did she set about disposing of it, meticulously slicing off one piece of it for every entry it had uttered. She starts with 5 of its fingers, then 1 to the wrist, from there, its elbow, its shoulder, then just to spice things up, another finger. There are none left. She swaps out her tools and sets to work on its internal organs. Gone is the instrument she used for slicing and snapping. Instead, she continues to dispose of its body using a tool designed for stabbing and burning. It's almost like watching someone prepare a meal. She could be a chef filleting a live fish. Except the difference in technique and philosophy is like night and day. A chef has the skill to determine what to cut as to avoid killing. Their philosophy is to preserve the freshness of the fish. But she says the opposite. There's no artistry to her technique at all. The only reason this thing is still alive is that it's hard to kill. There's only one thing that they do have in common. It's a tedious connection at best. They share a common objective: to create a delicious meal. She disposes of it while it's still alive. She leaves its vocal organs for last, just so that she can savor its delicious screams.
入れないで戻し入れないでその蓋を閉じないで
The screams soon cease, not because it died, but because its body disappeared from the chair. The woman meticulously dismembered the vampire until only its head remained alive. They packed all of the parts into a 50-centimeter square box and sealed it shut. The remaining vampire watched it all unfold with his face contorted in fear. Or, more accurately, he was forced to watch it. Its eyelids had been sliced off before the show started, denying it the ability to look away from the grisly scene. I can hear its blood-choked wheezing. A desperate scream is leaking through a gap in its gag. No doubt it's begging for its life.
どう？この海底の吸血鬼に痛覚はないんだけど、特別にこいつらにも通じる道具でバラバラにしてあげてるの。たった1日の審問時間しかないんだもの。これぐらいはやらないと、この子たちに騙されて殺された人たちの無念は晴らせないでしょ？
Well, I like you. I really do. Like, I really do. But I must humbly just ask, what the fuck are you doing? The woman takes her eyes off the vampire and approaches me, her boots noisily sticking to the floor. She's carrying what looks like an antique coping saw in her hands.
さあ、四季君もどうぞ。
う
これは洗礼済みの器具だから、素人が使っても効能は発揮されるわ。切れ味は悪いけど、その分頑丈で、吸血鬼は触れた箇所から焼かれていくから、返り血も出ない優れものよ。お、いきなり首を切るのも悪くないけど、初めはやっぱり小指からの方が簡単だから、できるだけ苦しめて殺しちゃって。
Why the fuck would I do that? The woman holds out the coping saw to me. Ah! Are you Now wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now that I have the choice, it sounds kind of intriguing. Now that I'm given the option, I kind of like the sound of it. Now it might not be such a... I didn't mean to click that. Now it might not be such a bad deal. There we go. Now I quite like the sound of that, Noel-sensei. Now that you've given me a choice. That... I like your thinking. Give him his just desserts. For what they did to me. You know? Not the worst idea, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think we should do that. Yeah. I've said yeah a few times, but yeah, I think we should. That would be the right thing to do. It's a vampire, so who cares, right? Who cares? Who cares? Will he feel it? Sure, but he pushed me into that hellhole, so I mean, all's fair, right?
何？やっぱりシエルさんと学生ごっこやってる四季君には荷が重い？
And I'll just say yes. I can't tell from her voice if she's trying to provoke me or criticize me. Wait, did I pick? I picked the right one, yeah? Did I? Hold on. I'm not even sure myself. I did. Okay, I was like, I picked the right one, yeah? Because that didn't sound right. But...
いいですけど。
I answer her disinterestedly, like it's no big deal. Honestly, just as surprised as she is by my response.
そう？その割には嫌そうな顔してるけど。
嫌ですよ。面倒事なんだから。
It's not that he hates what he has to do, but it's a hassle. It's not that he's disgusted. Oh no. Something's Shaky's switch has flipped again, hasn't it? I walk over to the chair, still occupied by the thing that used to be human.
糸の子。
Once felt like joking around and saying forceps instead, but restrained myself.
はい、どうぞ。やり方わかる？教えてあげましょうか。
You're a good teacher, Noel Sensei, but I think I got it.
先生のやり方は見ていました。
I'm a good visual learner, Sensei.
最終的にその箱に入れればいいんですよね。
It stares up at me in desperation. Its quivering eyes look like they could roll out of their sockets at any moment. It's begging for help. It's pleading for compassion. It appeals to me. Tears streaming from eyes that look fit to burst, willing to do absolutely anything to save its skin. I have the context to understand its feelings. After all, I saw them reflected over and over again in the face of the doomed souls that crowded the mortuary beneath the department store. Even when we are long past saving. Even when it's impossible to ever return to being human. As long as we retain the ability to think, we still hold on to that false hope of salvation. All that aside, I'm not sure if this thing remembers my face.
やっ
This ain't gonna cut it. I tossed the saw into the ground. People saw the thing in their chair contract, so a light had been shown in its eyes.
あなた
Oh,
だって時間の無駄でしょ。
I heard the glasses come off. I take off my glasses and draw my knife. Then, one fluid motion, I decapitate the creature sitting in the chair. Okay, didn't see that one coming, did you? Ha! You didn't see that one coming, did you? But that's got you, real flabbergasted, don't it? Revenge. Closure for the deceased. Or passing judgment all feel like a waste of time. Actions rooted in the past are much too human. As you resolve to kill, and kill. Unlike her, I don't have any time or energy to spare. Considering what lies ahead, I should be quick and efficient in my actions. I heard a woman breathing behind me. Her sighs were initially marked by disapproval at my handiwork. But are now almost feverish with admiration.
不祥不祥だったのは道具に不満があったからです。先生の趣味に文句があったわけじゃない。
Yeah, what you do is fine. To be more precise, I don't really have any opinions about it at all.
あとはこれをしまえばいいんですよね。先生、やってくれますか？
やるやる任せて
Oh, she liked that.
うわ何これすごい頭蓋骨そのままなのに脳丸ごと出てるうわ心臓止まってるのになんでまだ脳生きてるの
Because I didn't cut the brain. I wonder if it was fortunate or unfortunate for the vampire that I couldn't see any lines on its brain.
じゃあ、俺はこれで。
待って待って下にシャワーあるから使って汚れ取っていって私もここ片付けたらすぐ行くから
Was her performance that impressive? The malice that was in her voice earlier is gone. She's back to being the Noel that I know. Still, so that's how that feels. This wasn't a bad experience. In its own way. God damn. I leave the building and climb down the stairs to a sunlit alley. As I fill my lungs with fresh air, I feel my frozen emotions start to thaw. I don't have a good explanation for what came over me. I can only assume that the atmosphere in that factory somehow cut me off from the rational side of me that strives to be moral.
使徒と戦うってことがどんなことなのかちゃんと教えておこうと思って
I guess I should thank you for the experience. That sure was something.
ほら保健室で四季くんシエルさんの意見に文句がありそうだったからそれでピンときたのあなたは私と同じで吸血鬼から町を守りたい人なんだって
Yeah.
ならお互いの心情は知っておくべきじゃない
Correct. I like that thinking. Protecting the city from vampires. That should be our top priority. I'm not going to argue there. Such wasteful methods simply don't sit right with me. That's all.
俺の心情は単純ですよ。知ってしまったから無視できないし、先輩の助けになりたいだけです。
That's a 180 from how you felt like a couple hours ago.
それより、ノエル先生は反対しないんですか？シエル先輩は一般人は吸血鬼には関わらせないと言っていました。
Or is it that you saw something in me or something?
なんで吸血鬼を殺すのはいいことだし特別な力があるのなら人々のために使うべきでしょ
Yeah, that's what I thought. She doesn't know what it is, obviously, but she'd say, oh, you have something. And you could use it for the greater good, so you should.
教会の代行者だからとか 普通の男子生徒だからとかそんなの関係ないわ。私は四季君の勇気に拍手を送りたい気分だけど。
She's basically like, with great power comes great responsibility. That's what she's hitting at. Not the same way as it is in Spider-Man. You know, not in that kind of manner, but that's what she's trying to invoke here of. You got power, you should use it for the greater good, you know? She clearly approves of my involvement. I saw some evidence it's already back in the infirmary. But it seems like she really doesn't share the same policy as Ciel-senpai. Ciel-senpai tells me that I shouldn't fight. Noel-senpai tells me that I should fight. Seems like I owe senpai more than I thought. I present with both of their conflicting perspectives. It really drives home just how differently they think about things. One of them wants to do what's right as a human being. The other is more concerned with my safety.
それにしてもシエルさんにも困ったものね。
Okay.
事態を一日でも早く収束させることが最善の手段なのに、四季君の協力を拒んだり、優先度の低い調査を始めたり、気が緩んでるんじゃないかしら。
I don't know, maybe.
ま、それも演技なんでしょうけど、あの冷酷な悪魔がたった数日で変わるはずがないんだし。
冷酷って。シエル先輩のどこが
Yeah, we shouldn't be all about the same person, though? What she said, and the way she said it, have caught my attention. It's only a hunch. But I feel like the words Noel-san just muttered hold some hint about her own true nature.
ほら、分かってない。あの子が誰にも優しい、底抜けの善人だとでも思っていたんでしょ。ほんとバカらしい。あれはただの掃除屋で、人間らしい感情なんてありっこないの。いい意識くん。あの子の笑顔は全部作り物だから。その方が仕事を進めやすいからそうしてるだけで。君だって騙されているだけなのよ。
First Ark's lying to me, now Ciel's lying to me. Who in this series does not lie to me? Akiha? No, she does actually. No. Actually, no. No, Hisu and Kohaku don't lie to me. They don't lie to me, right? Surely. Right? Right? I think they do. Start squaring up to give her a piece of my mind. Can't manage to come up with any objections. How am I supposed to jump to Senpai's defense when I angered her myself not that long ago?
あら、思うところがあったみたいね。君もうすうす感づいてたってこと？
I wouldn't say that, but...
ちょっと脅かして様子を見るだけだったけど、そういうことなら私も踏み込んであげる。
Oh.
四季くん、シエルさんのことを知りたいんでしょ？
Yes.
あの子がどんな人間なのか、どうせあの子は話さないだろうから、特
Inside
別
scoop.
に私が教えてあげる。
Inside scoop? Oh boy! This is going to heavily affect my future. Yeah, just that. My future. It's going to heavily affect my future. So, I guess I should say no, but we're not going to, if there's a choice. There's a hint of malice in Noel-sensei's smile. I'm conflicted. I know that I shouldn't pry. But I'm also desperate to learn more about Senpai. In the end, I can't bring myself to stop her. Since I begins to tell me about Senpai's past, so relishing my inner conflict. Well.
私たち代行者は2人1組が基本だけど、狩りの成功率は高くない。大抵どちらかが死ぬか、両方とも殺されて終わりって世界よ。もし10年以上代行者をやってるやつがいたら、そいつはそれだけで立派な異常者として扱われる。心が壊れているか、とっくに吸血鬼化しているのに隠しているとか、まあいろいろ陰口言われるわけ。
So executors are assumed that you'll live for like at least 5 years or so, and then you're dead. You know, that's the normal thing.
そんなひどい職場で あの子は何体もの吸血鬼を殺してきた。どんなにひどい使徒が相手でも生き残る。どんなにずる賢い使徒が相手でも正体を突き止める。成功率は実に 100%。ほとんど奇跡よ、こんなの。あの子が鬼子の扱いじゃなきゃ聖女認定されてるくらい。まあ、それができたのはほんと単純な理由なんだけど、それはまた後で話すとしましょう。大公社シエルの名前は人たちにも知れ渡ってる。13歳で大公社になった吸血鬼狩りのエリート。大公社になってからもひたすら使徒を殺し続けて、ついには埋葬機関にまでスカウトされた。吸血鬼を殺すためだけに生きてるマシン。君も見たでしょ？ブローブなんて怪物と渡り合っていたもう一人のモンスターの姿を。
I want to refute what she just said, but I also don't want to interrupt the conversation. Also, it's weird, but when Millicent describes Senpai as a monster, it doesn't sound like she's looking down on her at all. On the contrary, it's like her voice is filled with respect.
ああ、埋葬機関っていうのは私たちにとってそうね、教会の中の治外法権。権力に近寄れない代わりに権力に縛られない、動く武器庫みたいなものと思って。
Free to do what you want, but you can't really do much.
ごく少数で組織された公安警察みたいな。埋葬機関は他の秘跡会と連携を取る局長と、その局長に管理される7人の代行者で構成されている。本当は予備の代行者がもう一人いて、実践要員は8人いるらしいんだけど、大司教から自由行動の特権を許されたのは7人だけ。それ以上増やすのは危険と判断されたのね。
There's only 8 executioners? I thought there were like a bunch of them. There's only 8? And only 7 in battle?
局長ナルバレックを筆頭に集まった。それぞれが一つの秘跡界に匹敵する聖人のなり損ない。枢機卿ノイセオナトール・グランファテマ、司祭アンドレイ・ゴット・ビバーク、シスターキアラ・キッショーイン。
What? Wait a fucking minute. That's not the same one, is it? Wait, that's not the... No, okay. Okay, oh, holy, I was about to lose my shit. Okay, no. Okay. I just have to make sure. I'm like, that's not like Fate Extra Kiara, is it? No, okay. I was about to say, holy shit.
Exorcist, Mr. Dawn.
Exorcist Mr. Dawn? Okay.
5人目は知らないけど、6人目が大公社アーガレオン。
Arga Leon. Well, aside from Kiara, none of these names ring any bells. But that Kiara name... Holy shit. Jesus, that... It scared me a little bit.
そして最後が私たちの知っているあの子。弓の称号を贈られた第7位。大公社シエルってこと。
Oh, these are all like executioners, is what she's talking about. Huh.
あの子は殺したわよ。私なんか比べ物にならないぐらい殺してきた。相手が女子供でも容赦なく殺してきた。大公社になってから吸血鬼狩りをしてない日はないんじゃないかってぐらいに。1日、1週間、1ヶ月。何の不平も不満もなく、あの子は淡々と仕事をこなしてきた。
Maybe she just really likes her job.
私が聞いた中で一番長かったのは、たった一人の使徒を殺すために1年間、その町の下水路に潜伏していたって話。
Okay, no, that's just an obsession then.
その人は町そのものを監視できる異能があって、部外者や異常に敏感な人だった。で、あの子が選んだ手段は排水口からの侵入と潜伏。下水路すら人にとっては血管みたいなものだったけど、その血管の中を流れる汚物にまでは感覚が届かなかったのね。
Okay.
秘跡も魔術も使えば感知される状況だったから、あの子は黒剣のエオインに飲み込んで下水に入っていった。この国の整備された下水じゃない。汚物で詰まったヨーロッパの下水路で体を汚水に浸して顔だけを水面に出してギリギリの呼吸をして、ただ機会を待ち続ける1年間。
For a year? Ugh.
ほんと想像するだけで寒気がする。この件ばっかりは吸血鬼に同情するわ。町を完全に支配下に置いて、やってきた代行者も全員殺して、ようやく自由に闊歩できると安心しきった人が広場に踏み出した瞬間、下水溝の網の下から一撃で即死よ。私と
Jesus.
組むまであの子はずっとそんな調子だった。わかる？吸血鬼を殺すことだけに特化した非人間。
Yeah.
それがシエルなの。私たちと同じ普通の人間だなんて思わない方が身のためよ。
Well, okay, Noel Sunset, you also do fucked up shit. Keep this in mind, you still do fucked up shit though. But I suppose you have more emotion in it. I assume that Senpai had lived an eventful life. But is this more than I could have imagined? Makes total sense that Awkward would hate Senpai. It's equally clear why Senpai would view Awkward as an enemy. Still, despite what I've just heard, I can't see her as someone whose only purpose in life is killing vampires.
先輩のことは分かりました。でもノエル先生は、先生も代行者なら先輩と同じなんですか？
And no, I don't.
私が？冗談やめて。あんなのと一緒にしないで。私はいたって普通の人間よ。あんな風に周りを騙せないし、割り切ることだってできない。そもそも代行者としての才能がなかったの、私。修道院に3年入ってやっと半人前だった。それでも人並みには頭が回ったから、司祭様に取り入って2年かけてやっと代行者になったの。それから2年ぐらい経った後かな、あの子と知り合ったのは。
So she did what she could to just get out of the monastery, huh? To just live? I get that.
あの子は埋葬期間に入ったばかりで相棒がいなかった。私は頼りになる相棒が欲しかった。
What I'm getting from this is that you just wanted to live, Noel.
ほら、あとはわかるでしょ。同郷のよしみもあったし、私たちは晴れてチーム成立。それから5年、あの子の活躍のおかげで、私はまだ生き延びてる。
Wait, time out. I feel like something was off before, but I finally managed to put my finger on it. Did she just say that they've been together for 5 years?
ちょっと待ってください。先輩と5年も一緒だったんですか？
そう言ったつもりだけど。
What's wrong about that, Chiki? Did I miss something?
私たち5年来の師弟関係だもの。
I feel like I missed something just
で
now.
もそれじゃ
Or rather, that means...
年齢が合わないでしょ。
Oh, right.
当然よ。あの人、あの時から年を取ってないの。
I feel like I'm about to black out. Stay to myself and push through. Siensteba hasn't changed at all over the last 5 years. I can't tell if she's telling the truth or not. I can't even tell why I'm so surprised to learn 5 years have passed.
そんな、それじゃあまるで。
そう、吸血鬼と同じよね。 でもあの子は吸血鬼とは違う。だって完全な不老不死なんだもの。
Your statement makes my breath catch in my throat. Perfectly immortal? That can't be right. Well, since it must be pulling my leg after all. I mean, vampires have undying bodies. Not even they have attained perfect immortality.
いいえ、あの子は本当に何をやっても死なないのよ。殺しても蘇る。体が燃え尽きて灰になっても元通りになっている。何が起きてもあの姿のまま生き続ける。あの子はね、分類的には吸血鬼なのよ。私たちと違って一つの命にすがっていない。だから死を怖がらず、目的を達成するまで永遠に走り続ける。
And no blood. No blood sucking.
成功率 100% の理由ってこういうこと。簡単でしょ？あの子に狙われた吸血鬼はもう絶対に逃げられないんだから。
じゃあノエル先生とシエル先輩は？
そう、私が弟子で彼女が師匠よ。さっきのやり方だってあの人の真似事。いえ、あの人の手札はもっと凄惨かな。
Even more? I mean...
あの人、大抵の拷問は体験済みだから、やられるのもやるのも寒気がするほど上手なのよ。
Oh.
分かってくれた？代行者シエルは吸血鬼と同じ化け物なんだって。
So... her and Ark are the same then? Basically.
人のことを何とも思っていない殺戮者。でも吸血鬼を殺して回る分だけは生きていていい権利がある。
That seems to be what you wanted me to hear the most. Scratching my chest and start breathing again. Right now, I feel angry. Because I've just learned what kind of person Senpai is. That she's actually immortal. Doesn't matter to me at all. Just angry at myself for being shaken by Noel's words.
今にも倒れちゃいそうね、四季君。
Okay, that's a good shot. Alright, fine. You win. Fine. You win. Jesus. Alright.
やっぱりショックだった？
頭にくるぐらいショックです。
Yeah, I don't know what to think, honestly.
それより何だってこんなことを話す気になったんですか、先生は。これも隠しておくべきことでしょう。
What's your reasoning here? Well, I know your reasoning, but...
そうだけど、あなたの考え違いを正してあげたかったの。
Oh.
私が言うのもなんだけど、助けてもらったからって簡単に心を許しちゃダメよ。あの人だってあなたを利用しているだけなんだから。
So first you're telling me Ark is just using me. And next you're telling me that Ciel is just using me. No. That's definitely a lie. Senpai hasn't done a single thing that could be considered using me. I'm the one who suggested we cooperated. Senpai has always been looking out for me. Not once has she asked me to do something herself.
そうなんだ。意外ね、それ。
Oh, it's actually speaking. Huh.
まあ、仮にそうだとしても、始まりが不正なのは変わらないわ。四季君、あの人に暗示をかけられていたことさえ気づいてないんだから。
What? Mind freezes at her words.
暗示。
This time, I get so dizzy I feel like I'm going blind.
そうよ。あの人は自分に好意を持つように四季君を操っていた。嘘だと思うなら思い出してみなさい。
Feel goodwill toward her.
あなたはいつからシエルと知り合いなの？あの子を先輩と呼ぶようになったのはどんなきっかけだった？
How long have I known her? That's easy. Senpai's a third-year student, and I've known her since I was in first year. Since I was a first year?
Oh.
I don't remember. I don't remember anything. I can't recall a single memory of spending time with Senpai at school. The first thing I'm able to remember is that time I met her on the train. Now that she mentions it, when did I start referring to her as Senpai? I don't even know what class she's in. Thank you very much, Tono-kun. She said those words with a smile on her face. Because of that, I felt like I'd always known her.
嘘。
Ad breaks. Oh no! Take a little pause at this section then. Jesus. I got nothing. Frankly, I've got nothing to add to any of this. You... I mean, there's no reason for Noel to lie. So... Like, right? Like, Noel-sensei has no reason to lie. And I guess because she's being sent to the monastery, she's just doing one last punch, you know? Giving Mario one last sucker, you know? Giving Mario a sucker punch and fucking shit up, you know? Making shit worse for him. Before she's sent away. On top of that, there's something else. Everyone calls her Ciel like it's totally normal. But not once have I heard anyone call her by any other name. How come nobody has ever wondered why she has a name like that?
ほら見なさい。私だって赴任して仰天したわ。いくら筆跡に耐性のない一般人でも100人200人に暗示をかけるなんて並大抵の魔力量じゃないもの。さすがは第7位ってところかしらね。それとも暗示だからこれだけのことができたのかしら。暗示は所詮暗示。印象の操作に過ぎないものね。記憶そのものをいじる洗脳とは違うんだし。
I mean, sure, but...
四季君たちはきっとシエルを疑問に思わないということだけを刷り込まれていたんでしょうね。
I see. It was not easy when I first met her, but every encounter my suspicion lessened. It seemed like she fit in perfectly wherever she was. That was Senpai's distinguishing trait.
でも、それは。
That doesn't mean that Senpai was deceiving me. She had a reason.
俺たちを危険にさらさないために黙っていただけでしょ。
ええ、一般生徒にはね。でも四季君はもう違う。あの地下を知った以上、暗示は解いてあげるべきだった。
That's a good point.
それに、教えてあげるべきことを黙っているというのは思いやりになるのかしら。知られたら都合が悪いから黙っているだけじゃないの？
It makes sense. Yeah. I hate to say it, but she's got a point. I could nothing but stare down at the floor and bite my tongue, as if unable to look the reality of her words in the eye.
これで分かったでしょ？あの人がいい子ちゃんに見えるのは全部演技なんだって。ええ、演技でなかったら今までの冷酷ぶりは何だったっていうの。
Hear the sound of grass being trampled on. Look up. She's already made it to the exit from the courtyard.
話はこれでおしまいよ。 そろそろあの人もここを見つけるだろうし、四季君と密会していたなんて知られたら何をされるかわからないわ。最悪、四季君と私もう用済みだからって消されるかも。そもそも四季君は知っちゃいけないことをたくさん知っちゃったし、なんであれ証拠隠滅はしなくっちゃね。
That's...
証拠隠滅って何を？
そう、それはこれからの行動次第よ、四季君。あの子の機嫌を損なわないよう、あの子に見逃してもらえるよう、せいぜい頑張ってみれば。
Oh, you just fucked me, didn't you? In a psychological sense. Oh, that's what you've done.
ま、仕事が全部終わった後はいつも通り死人に口なしってオチでしょうけど。
Because you're going back to the monastery, you decided to fuck around one more time. And really mess things up, didn't you? I'm seething with anger and indignation. That's not how this will end. Miss Senpai does want to protect her secrets. She said she'd just erase my memories. Though, that's sad. There's a part of me that wonders whether she really can just erase this 1 week's worth of memories.
そうそう、そういう顔してもらわないと危険を冒した甲斐がないわ。
Noel so considering what we've been talking about and doing before this point, I'm having doubts about Noel being Pog. I'm gonna be honest.
それじゃあね、四季君、今日の話をちゃんと胸に留めて、私みたいに何もかも台無しにされないよう気をつけて。
See, but at the same time, I still can't hate her. I still can't bring myself to dislike her. Because all she's doing is just working with what information she has to, you know, to up her game. That's how she works. She's just playing the game very effectively, and I can't hate on that. Call out to stop her. It's already too late. Someone who invited me to this this otherworldly place to tell me all about her version of the truth has disappeared. A smile on her face. The spider of anxiety has crawled its way into the recess of my skull. And I still feel bad for her at the same time. Well, that is. I still feel bad for her. After what happened the last stream. Her getting sent to the monastery and whatever that thing she's got going on. Shaking my head to clear away the cobwebs that spun inside my mind. I too take my leave of the abandoned factory, now dyed a deep red by the setting sun. So I don't know what to...
お帰りなさいませ、四季様。
I've now hit the same predicament that Chiki's in with Ark, where he knows that she's bad, right? He knows she's a vampire, she commits evil, she's selfish, but he still cares for her. And that's how I see Noel. Like, yeah, she says terrible things, does terrible things, like manipulates even. She's manipulating Shiki. That's what she's doing. She's manipulating him, obviously, in more ways than one. But I still care for her because of what she's been through. And what that says about me, I don't know. But it's something. Alright.
ただいま翡翠。ごめん、ちょっと頭が痛いんだ。少しだけ休むから
then you're fucked. You're done. So I'm Shiki. So I'm Shiki, but without the eyes, basically. This is what I am. Because so is he. He's fucked. Shiki's a psychotic bastard who's fucked. And so am I. Clearly. She went out of her way to welcome me home. But I don't have it in me to greet her properly, and instead just head straight for my room. You are mentally ill. Or you're mentally ill. I mean... Maybe. For this game specifically, maybe I am. Maybe it's it's that thing that Shiki said earlier. I can't scroll back to it, but it's that thing where humans are conditioned to feel compassion to weak things, right? To weak, like, creatures, you know? Or, you know, just things that are weaker than you, right? And I wouldn't say I'm stronger than Noel, obviously. But considering the shit she's gone through, and how fucked it is, and how, like, weak-willed it's made her, and it's made her so constantly scared of everything, I feel compassion for it. Something is about that catches me, and I can't really explain it. Only after I returned to my room, locked the door, sat down on the bed, do my swelling emotions finally settle down. I don't? Well, that's fair. You know, to each their own. Senpai and I had a falling out over a heated argument. After that, I witnessed that gruesome scene at the abandoned factory. First, Senpai told me to cut all ties with Awkward. Then Noel told me that I shouldn't trust Senpai either. She claimed that Senpai was only using me as a tool to kill vampires. I bully weaker people? Well, yeah, you bully me, so yeah, I get that part. But yeah, like... That's how I always been. Right? I can sometimes be my own worst enemy with how compassionate and how emotional things make me. Which, that trait is my worst enemy at times. JK, well, yeah, obviously. Senpai would never deceive me. She's more concerned about my own safety than she is about exterminating vampires. And yet, in spite of that, I spurned her advice, ended up hurting her with my thoughtless words. Yeah, you regret it now, Chiki? All the shit you said to her, you regret it now? Thank you. I'm so pathetic. If I really wanted her to trust Awkward, I should have just been more patient. I should have tried harder to mediate between the two of them. I love Senpai. That love is a mix of respect, camaraderie, lust, and a whole host of other emotions. But I really don't have any compassion at all. I mean, every person's different, right? So I'm not gonna say anything to that. You know, every person's different. I never wanted to make another person happy as desperate as I do right now. So I didn't have to deal with my anemia. I asked her out a long time ago. Should I hide it though? Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say what's right or wrong on such things. You know, it's a choice you make, right? So I'm not gonna say like, oh, Yeah, you better hide it. Not being compassionate, so fucking weird and bad. No, that's just how you are as a person. And trying to hide it, I understand also why. Because you don't want to seem like you're an asshole, right? So I get it. Both ways, I understand. That being said, I feel just as strongly about Awkward. Emotions I feel for her are different, but I'm mesmerized by her all the same. I can't stand to hear someone who can smile like that branded as nothing more than a vampire. That's the whole reason I ended up lashing out at CL Senpai in the first place. You are not making any sense, Shiki. I'm gonna be honest. Shit. Didn't know I was this sort of person. It's perfectly clear that I love Senpai. So why can't I stop thinking about Awkward? It's like I'll tell them, Womp, shut the fuck and go get money or something like that. Well, yeah, exactly, right? It's not like you're being a complete dick to people. Of course not. Of course not. That's not what it means. That's not what it means to not have compassion. That you're just a dick to everyone. That's not what it means at all. Obviously not, right? Obviously. No, that's not what it means. Maybe it's because I love her that I couldn't stand to hear her say those things about Awkward. Second, heavier sigh escapes my lips. The sun has already set. Only a few hours now until the time I promised to meet up with Awkward. Still raking my brain for an answer. I lie my exhausted body on the bed and wait for Sue to call for me. I really just don't be caring, sadly. Which, you know what? The bottom line, as bottom as line can be, as flat, perfectly straight as that bottom line can be, that's just who you are. That's just how it is. And I guess I'm too forgiving in that sense, where I say everything that's like that. It's like, oh, that's okay. You know, that's just what it is. You know, maybe that's an issue with me as well. I'm too forgiving in such things. Maybe. I don't know. What I do care for, though, is... Oh, what's that? What's that? Do share. Do share. I finished eating dinner and returned to my room. Some water in your mouth, boy. Open up! You're damn right! Oh, God. I was too open up already. I was too ready. But thank you. Thank you, Kumi. Appreciate it. This mild headache makes me feel like I'm about to collapse. But I take a deep breath and steady myself. Bro, dying? I am dying, actually. I was sucking in air while drinking, and I recommend to not... Hey, Saki. I was taking a breath while also drinking, because when I drink, it's super weird that I do this. I don't just let the water flow into my mouth. I inhale it. It's super stupid. I'm aware that I like inhale the water, the beverage. It's stupid, but that's how I always, been drinking. It's super dumb, and I've choked on my beverages so many times I have lost fucking count. To be perfectly honest, I've lost count. I spent too much time with my glasses off looking at the lines recently. Wait, did I miss a line? No. Spent too much time with my glasses off looking at the lines recently, and I've been getting a lot more headaches as a result. Even here, I can feel the toll this vampire hunt is taking on me. Isabel was right when she said I shouldn't go wandering around the city at night. But even so... Cheeky. No. It's almost time to meet up with Awkward. The decision to keep hunting vampires or call it quits isn't mine to make alone. Meet her one more time and confirm how I really feel. If I end up spending the end of my partnership with Awkward, so be it. On my old phone. What did you clip? But I take a deep breath and steady myself. Bro, dying? I am dying, actually. But I take a deep breath and steady myself. Bro, dying? Oh. Call you like it? I'll be honest, I don't even know what what am I even saying here? But I take a deep breath and steady myself. Bro, dying? I am dying, actually. I call you like it. I just said I was dying. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what... I mean, yeah, you're right. I am dying, but... I don't get that. I don't get what you caught me here. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, was it not... Did you not clip the part you wanted to clip? Oh, you fucked up, didn't you? Oh, you fucked up, didn't you? Oh, no! He fucked up! Hold on. He fucked up. You didn't get the section you wanted. So I'm ready to head out. It cut out. Yeah! I gotta win. Let's go. Ha! You lucky bastard. Yeah, baby. I'm lucky today. Today we're lucky. So I'm ready to head out. I switch off the lights. So double checking my knife is in my pocket. I head off toward the park where Awkward awaits. I'll be honest, now, this time, I'm slightly scared. I was going to clip you saying that you were sucking. I was wondering, I heard like something at the end. Yeah, just I heard take a deep breath and... I heard the and then nothing else. Nobody noticed me as I make my way to the main gate. The road in front of the Tono estate has never attracted much traffic, and I'm basically the only pedestrian that uses it. It's particularly quiet tonight. People don't go out as much lately because of the serial killings, and most of the homes in the residential district down the hill have already turned off their lights. You know, it's only 10 o'clock. The silence is reminiscent of the dead of night. Bad to listen to Ja Rule? Oh. Near the end of October. There's a faint chill in the air. Autumn will also be over before long. I idly muttered to myself that it'd be nice if this all gets wrapped up before the biting cold of winter sets in. Walk along the perimeter of the estate. Down the hill from here is the residential district. On my way to school, I head southwest from there toward the shopping district. After I make my way past the shops, I end up at the north side of the station, so I can cut through there to get to the South Plaza. From there, it's only another 10 minutes or so on foot. Oh my god, what's going on? Twitch submit for real? What Twitch do now? I mean, what hasn't Twitch done? I'm heading to the park over on the south side of town. There's no need to pass through the shopping district. If I just head due south through the residential district area, there's an underpass beneath the tracks that biscuit the city. From there, it's a straight shot to the park. It's to the Fug Loan with Bobby Brown. That sounds great, man. You'll listen to... I care! How about that? I care! That sounds great. I've never heard about that song before, but that sounds great. Got a little under 15 minutes before 10 o'clock. Going through the shopping district means I'll be sticking to the unlit back streets of the city. But I've got to take the shortest route tonight if I want to make it in time. Alright. I'll allow it. I can't repeat what you said, but I'll allow it. That's the one chat I can't read. Or, one chat I can't read. As I walk, I catch the sight of a shadowy figure by the wall surrounding the estate. It's a young woman wearing a habit, leaning against the wall. Surprisingly, it doesn't look like she's here to get in my way. It's more like she's just here to see me off. Saki mid. Saki go suck some wiener. Well, that I can read.
呆れましたね。こんな夜更けにどこに行く気ですか?
I thought you were done caring. But not that I'm in any position to say things like that thinking I have the advantage. I don't. Cheeky's done some shit today, and you're right to reprimand him for it. But you said we would never see each other again. So what's up? I come to a stop. Gaze is cold. There's no emotion in her voice. I'm looking for her at school tomorrow, but she's beat me to the punch. Though I've been granted this perfect opportunity, I can't bring myself to look her in the eye. I want to apologize and make up with her as soon as possible. Assuming she's willing. Before I can, there's something I have to settle once and for all. How do I feel about Awkward? I can't turn to Senpai until I've got a clear answer to that question.
先輩、俺は。
言い訳は聞きません。今こうしていること自体があなたの心情を表していますから。
I'm still just curious why you're here. You said we were done. We're through.
あれだけ言ったのに彼女のところに行くって言うんですね、遠野くんは。そんなに吸血鬼がいいんですか？はあ、もしや永遠の命とか、そんな甘い見返りを夢見ていますか？
No. This level of umbrella contempt is completely out of character for Senpai. Temptation of eternal life? I guess she's referring to how if I get bitten by a vampire and become a dead apostle, I might be able to achieve some sort of immortality. But at the end of the day, they're no different from humans. They die if they don't eat, and it's not like they can't be killed. It's enough to know all that too well by now. Besides,
そりゃ夢には見るでしょ。誰だって死にたくないし、先輩みたいに強くなりたいし。
And just like this, Chiki, your case for getting out of the situation has become terrible.
はい、そうですよ。丈夫な体になれるなら、俺、アルクエイドのものになってもいいんです。
What are you... What are you talking about?
遠野くん、何言ってるんですか？
I'm with Sil... What is bro talking about? What?
そこは、そんなわけないだろ先輩。町のためにやってるんだぜって返すものでしょ？
It's a way to drop the tough guy act. That comes the good cop, I guess.
もちろんです。で、あんな挑発をして、そういう反論を期待してたんですね、先輩。
Oh, Chiki's smart for once? Hold on, is that it? Phone, could you please shut the fuck up? Thank you. I had a feeling that's what she was going for. What's what kind of flawed logical argument she'd have shut me down with if I played into her hands?
今夜だけは先輩の言うことは聞けませんから。
Huh? Plug?
でも、作動室でのことは反省しています。これが終わったら、話を。
I agree that whatever plug is, I agree. Your phone is going to blow up. You are correct. One day this phone will explode. You're correct. I walked past her without looking at her face. It's a pretty pathetic apology. But my top priority right now is meeting up with Awkward. You're not answering the phone. Well, yeah, because it's not ringing. It's vibrating because the charger keeps, like, going on and on, going off and on. Family calling, answer. No one's calling me at fucking 12 at night. I also, like, never... The only time I answer the phone call is if I recognize the number or I can see a name. If it's not, I don't answer the phone. I am... Well, you're not calling. You don't even know my number!
そうですか。そこまで覚悟ができているのなら、私からは何もありません。
Don't yapping like he knows anything. You don't know nothing, bro. Ah! What? Oh, you. And I did answer, but you left the call. I did pick up actually, but you left. The moment I answered, you left.
作動室の件も気にしないでください。遠野くんは間違ったことは言っていませんでしたから。
I didn't say it wrong. No, I did. No. CL. I said a lot of things wrong. Fuck. Yeah, I did pick up. You just left. Where is Senpai's voice coming from behind me? Can't feel anything in that suggests she's going to try and prevent me from meeting with Awkward. I see. Hop off my cup. I'm not even on it, you weirdo. The fuck would I be on your cock? Hello? Weirdo. I'm quite literally not, but alright. Guess Senpai really has had enough of me at this point.
それじゃあ俺行くから。
I'll be off then. No, unfortunately, I have streamer brain, so I think everything. So I start thinking that everything revolves around me. All right. Please forgive the streamer brain. All right.
はい。どうぞ遠野くんのお好きなようにしてください。
All I can hear is her voice. Somehow I have to bring myself to turn and face her. I continue to trudge away from the mansion. You are not like that. Oh, I guess that's a compliment. Thank you. L add. That's why I'm waiting. That's why I'm not pressing anything. We're gonna add Central Boys. And this section seems pretty important. So we're not gonna let anyone miss anything. Because that'd be fucked up if I did. So we're not gonna do that. You're both walking with a pep in the step. Click, 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 click. It's a weird sound. Click, clack. That's a weird thing to say. Click, clack. It's weird. Alright, let's go. The coat sound of footsteps echoes through the darkened residential district. They aren't the heavy footsteps of a man. They sound lighter and more graceful. Moreover, my sneakers are incapable of producing that kind of sound. You'd need to be wearing shoes with a hard sole to make that noise. Maybe a pair of laced-up boots or something. Okay, forget maybe. Footsteps that have been following me for a while now are definitely coming from a pair of laced-up boots. This new lightsaber unit, low-key fun. Lightsaber unit? Come to a sudden stop. Footsteps also shuffle to a halt. This won't do. Just keep on walking, ignoring her. We'll arrive at the park soon. Honkai. Oh. Oh, Impact. Oh. Well, I mean, I don't play that, so I couldn't tell anything about it. I'll take a stand right here.
ですね、先輩。
Turn around.
はい。なんでしょう。そこの健康不良少年くん。
Why are you following me?
不良でいいですけど。
Actually, feeble delinquent's fine. I think so.
先輩の家ってこっちの方だったっけ？
いえ、全く違いますね。遠野くん、一度来たことあるでしょう。忘れちゃったんですか？
No.
覚えてます。忘れません。ちょっと確認したくなっただけです。もう曲がるところは通り過ぎたなって。
Yes.
はい、正解です。大した記憶力ですね。私の家への曲がり道はズバリさっき通り過ぎました。
We did, so why are you still following? Sarah responded with a forced smile. Oh, is that so? Somebody smiles right back at me. Sure is.
それじゃあ、俺はこっちだから。
はい、どうぞ、遠野くんのお好きなように。
Somebody sends me off with a cheerful smile on their face. For some reason, I have an incredibly bad feeling about this. Touch screen. There we go. Take a deep breath.
どうしました？行かないんですか？
I'm going to leave. Just wait. Somebody asked me a question. Take advantage of that brief window of initiation and begin to sprint down the unlit road. Run for the darkened city as fast as my legs will carry me. I'm supposed to steal a glance over my shoulder. I hear any footsteps chasing after me, but I'd take a short detour away just in case. I plan on passing by the station, but somebody shouldn't be able to tell me if I blend in with the crowd. I'll dive into the throng to make it look like I'm headed toward the school, and double back and head for the underpass. Like, I don't think that's gonna work. I'm totally spent. Still, I've made it this far. The park is right around the corner. I can afford to take a break. Heading heavily, give my body a chance to recover. Seems like my plan worked. I don't hear those nimble footsteps of hers. She must have gotten fed up and gone somewhere else instead.
感心できませんね、遠野くん。誰もいないからといって、むやみに走り出すのはどうかと思います。
You should not smile at me like that. Hold on, that's not fair. That's not fair that you smile at me like that. That's not fair, you. I'm like cheeky, I still like you, so. Someone gives me a gentle tap on the shoulder from behind. I leap backwards like a startled frog.
なんでついてくるんだよ、先輩。
なんでも何も、遠野くん一人じゃ不安じゃないですか。遠野くんのようななんちゃって調査とは違う、真に町の平和を守る者として当然の行為ですが、何か？
Well, you said very deliberately at the tea ceremony room that we were through. We were done, we'd never see each other again. I feel like I've just been given a splendid tongue lashing. She's holding a grudge because of the dig I took at her earlier. Still, at least it's clear what's going on now. Senpai has no intention whatsoever of leaving me alone. I don't really know how to best reply, so I'll... Oh, this'll go well. Oh, this'll go great. Oh, yeah, this... Oh, hold on. Oh, this'll go well. This'll go great. Oh, I wonder which I wonder which one wins. I wonder. Logically, that's not the one I expected to win, I'm gonna be honest. Whichever one has a chance to win, that is. I mean, anything could happen, really. Anything could happen. It's a fierce battle going on. We'll see which one comes out on top. Come on, now we're not gonna end on a coin toss, are we? Nobody likes a coin toss. Come on now. There's one more in here at least. Nobody likes... We're gonna do a coin toss finish? Nobody likes that. It's not fair. I mean, it is about as fair as you can make it be. But, you know. When it can be a clear winner, you make it a undecisive winner. You know? But it seems like that is what is asked of the people. So, since it's a tie, the coin flip is simple. For those who don't know, if we get heads, it's number 1. If it's tails, it's number 2. Very simple. No side gets to be mad. Whatever they chose didn't win. Nobody gets to be mad. Because you put this on yourself. 1. So this fantasy is 1, 2, 3. And the winner is... heads. We will respond bluntly. Put the coin right back in its place. Bluntly. At this point, my only option is to bluntly ask her to turn or walk away. Made up my mind, I turn to face Senpai.
先輩、いいから帰ってくれ。俺の安全を思うなら帰ってくれ。こ のままじゃ間違いなく俺が大変なことになる。
This is true, actually. Yeah, Ark will beat the shit out of me if you show up with me. Naturally, Hawkwood's hands will be doing the hurting.
はあ、大変って遠野くんはどんな風に大変になるんですか？スプラッタ？それともサイコ？どちらにせよ、それはそれで興味がありますね。
I think a splatter movie. Does her evil know no bounds? Knows damn well what I'm trying to say. She's still playing dumb.
そういうゴアな興味持たなくていいです。俺の好きにしていいって言ったのに、なんで邪魔しに来るんですか？
ですから遠野くんは好きに行動してください。私も遠野くんを見習って自分の好きに行動しているだけですから。
That's fair. She answers with a resolute smile on her face. Begins to stride on down the underpass.
先輩、
なんでしょうか遠野くん。
なんでしょうかじゃないです。そんなに俺を困らせて楽しいんですか？
Correct! Senpai smiles widely. The look on her face says it all.
わかりました。先輩が意地悪な人だというのは分かったから、今日はもう勘弁してください。
No!
これ以上は俺だけじゃなく、先輩まで危ない目に遭っちゃいますよ。
You forget... Shiki, you've been told how incredibly, ludicrously busted she is. How insanely powerful she is. I think she'll be just fine.
そうなんですか？私は別に遠野くんについてきているわけじゃありませんけど。
Oh?
いや、実際。
No, she wasn't actually.
私、公園に用があるだけです。
Nah. This isn't Hime though. This is just Arc. Basic, like, weak-ass Arc though. I get this isn't powered CL, but like, come on.
遠野くんがどこに行くのかは知
She's
りま
met
せ
with
ん
the
けど、
lowest servants.
行き先が公園でないのなら、ここでお別れですね。
She's met by the lowest servants, but there's no servants here. Isn't even in that form. Oh. I didn't see that coming. That's the case. I don't really have any right to complain. I mean, I don't, but...
あ、もう、それでもダメです。公園にはアルクエイドがいるんですよ。
Is it by Nasu? That Arc does that chance against servants? Well, yeah. That makes sense. Obviously. Servants are absolutely fucking ridiculous in terms of power. Obviously, they beat the shit out of any vampire. Or true ancestor, no problem. Obvious.
こいつ、なんでか先輩を敵視してるし、このまま合わせるわけにはいきません。
おや、私のことを心配してくれるん
Yes! What Chicky is. I mean, I guess I am. That's not my point. Well, then I don't... Well, with that said, I don't understand your point, though.
心配なんかするに決まってます。
If you mean like when Arc saw multiple servants at once, even in that form. Scratch.
俺は先輩とアルクエイドが争うところなんて見たくない。お願いですから、もうこれ以上ついてこないでください。
I'm pretty sure. I mean, comparing just feats, does Sphinx Arc have done in her non-red or moon for Hime form, I guess? What just base Arc has done is not really that impressive compared to what servants can do, I'm gonna be honest. See, I can't and all. Well, I mean, sure, I guess, but she's still really strong.
なるほど、なるほど。そうですか。
And also perfectly
私の
immortal.
心配じゃなくて、彼女の心配をしているんですね、遠野くんは。
So, I mean, it's not a matter of, like, Ciel's gonna die by... or lose by dying, because she literally can't die. As said by Noel. Senpai seems to have purposely misinterpreted my words and turned a deaf ear to my pleas. This isn't the first time she's done this tonight. I think that Senpai is enjoying tormenting me.
先輩、もしかして作動室のこともさっきのことも、いやそれ以前に俺がアルクエイドと夜出歩いたこと自体ずっと怒ってたんじゃないですか?
That's because Ro is not really dead, as you know. Yeah. Senpai simply smiles without saying a word. Yeah, she's angry. That's the face of someone who's definitely still upset with me.
わかりました。全部俺が悪かったです。
Apologize, Shiki. Come on.
もっとちゃんと謝りたかったけど、こうなったら仕方ないです。作動室でのことは謝ります。
I don't know how much this apology helps, but...
だ
から帰ってくれ。なんて言ったら本気で怒りますよ、遠野くん。
え？
私たち今絶好中なんです。喧嘩してるんです。
Correct.
私も拗ねているみたいですから、生半可なことじゃ素直になれません。
Understandable.
先輩。
ここで遠野くんが帰ってくれるのなら仲直りできるんですけど、それは無理だって分かってます。ですから、こんな話をしていても無意味です。
Yes.
あなたが私に謝る必要もありません。私、昼のことは気にしていませんから。
It does a little bit.
私の仕事は吸血鬼を退治すること。今はそれを忠実にこなしているだけです。
先輩?
Senpai ignores me completely and sets off down the sidewalk. The direction she's headed is, of course, toward the park where Akuna is supposed to meet. Ooh, no.
待ってください.
And we'll find out what happens next time. Or tomorrow. That's crazy. Damn. I wonder what's gonna happen. We'll find out next time, won't we? Damn, bro. Anyway. Let me plug this out. Okay. Yeah. I hope you all had fun. I did. This was a very thought-provoking section of the game. Very good still, obviously. It's Matt Earl the fuck? No, it's not. It's 2:40. It's early for you. Yes. For me, it's extremely late. I have stuff to do tomorrow. I have to get up early tomorrow. I have 2 more days at the office, and I'm done till, like, January 1st. So, I gotta, like, get some, like early in for once. You know, I actually gotta do my thing for once, you know? It's what I'm supposed to do. Right? You know, actually be smart for once. But yeah, anyway. This is a very interesting section. I really enjoyed this section. I really did. It's a lot of thought-provoking things to think about. And questioning these characters and how much do you really believe in them? And my resolve in Noel has certainly wavered. It has. But I still believe in her. I still believe in her that she is good. Her methods are a bit insane. Yes, sure. But I still believe in her. All the same. Anyway, that's important thing. I don't have anything else to say to wrap this up, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. So I guess I'll do what I always do. Have a good day, evening, or night, wherever you are in the whole wide world. And I'll see each and every one of you, I hope, tomorrow, next time. Same time, same place. Now, rest well, alright? Christmas is almost here.